What should we call this one? I have no more. I feel like
pube jar and went too
pube
far.
jar point part 2.
Yeah, pube jar too far.
Pube jar too far.
Pube jar.
Yeah, even get away from the pube
to the end. Yeah, that's how he was found.
These are a few of my favorite things. Oh, God, this guy.
Yeah, no, this guy super sucks. He scares me. He, scares me because he's, I don't know, I guess they all kind of, he scares me because I feel like he's more, reckless, erratic with his decisions and just is, and he's violent.
I think that the reason why it's scarier because they're, religious zealots.
Yeah. Zealot.
A zealot.
So this is my thing too. I don't know what half of the words you use are. Should I stop you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. A zealot is someone who's so hardcore religious that they would murder for Jesus.
Yeah.
Murder for Jesus. Yeah. In Skyrim, which is a RPG video game, they you fight zealots. They're weird cult
they're they're brothers running at you.
Yeah, they're called brothers of something or other, and they there's zealots that'll come after you. They wear robes.
I can see that actually. That's what I envisioned.
Yeah,
robes with tassels and holding books and chasing you.
Yeah, and they're bald and shit.
Oh no, I envisioned hair.
Oh, long hair like him.
Like him, but brown, like a dirty blonde. Very specific.
I think of I don't know. Yeah, someone from Game of Thrones would he would be someone, I don't know. That's a weird comparison to make because I don't think anyone really is a religious zealot in that. Oh, maybe the organization of the faceless men kind of. They're kind of like zealots.
The fuck is that?
You've never seen Game of Thrones?
No, okay, I can't. People die.
Know your audience.
Yeah, people die. Remember, I can't get that's why I couldn't also watch Walking Dead. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I quit though after Glenn.
Oh, I can see why that. Yeah, he was the best. But
he was the best. He continues to be the best. Did you see he won? Or no, he didn't win. He was nominated for an Emmy.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
For what?
Ali Wong for Beef. Ali Wong won.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, did you see her speech?
I know.
That was good
for her baby daddy.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, no, he won.
No shit.
Oh, he won a Golden Globe. Did he win an Emmy? Let's see.
But yeah, when people that I get attached to die, it takes me out.
Mm-hmm.
And I get so much anxiety watching.
Yeah.
And it hurts. And so then I just shouldn't, because then I start feeling like shit.
Yeah, I knew that it was coming because I read the comic book and
see, maybe so that's a part of it.
I stopped reading the comic book after, and then I knew it was coming. I wouldn't even watch the episode when it got close. I just quit because I knew it was coming.
Want to handle it.
And then I waited around to see if I was maybe they'll switch it up because
maybe he won't die. Maybe they'll pass.
Yeah, because they'll try to make things different.
Right.
But they didn't.
No.
I waited for it to be confirmed on my Apple News when I searched it. But
and then you're like, okay.
Well, I was like, nope, okay, we're
confirmed. Done. Confirmed I'm not watching it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. So I do that.
I feel like I let a lot of people down though by not watching that because that I think I watched one piece of Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
It was the hold the door moment.
Oh yeah,
hold the door.
Yeah.
That's all I know. But that was a pivotal episode, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people were at my house watching it, so I was like,
you're like, I guess I'll
hanging out. Yeah. But no, I can't. I'm too emotional. Surprise.
What?
I'm too emotional.
Cheers.
Oh, wait, did you put something in it? Oh, no.
No. Raw dogging.
Because it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really sweet.
I know.
But it's so good. Because you can.
I know.
Shout out to Jinro. I don't know if that's how you say it.
It is, I think.
I think.
Okay. Jinro?
Huh. That's how it
Yeah. We're taking a detour to Korea.
Because
we started out in Japan and the taste was not good.
You know what?
Now
It was not for a lack of effort. We had two
really cute, also very inexpensive bottles.
Yeah.
I should have just stuck with the good, true, like tried and true green, non-exciting bottle.
Yeah. But I appreciate the effort and it was super cute.
I know. Well, so now we'll just drink our...
Now we'll go back to Korea just to drink a little bit and then
head right
back to Japan. Outskirts of Tokyo.
So let me think. So this episode has a trigger warning, I guess only for death, and then mentions of the previous sexual assault.
Okay.
Remember,
so he
needed to bank those pube jars. The pube jars needed to be banked in your brain.
So fucking wild as shit. I've never, like, in all of the movies I've ever watched, in all of the books, never crossed my mind.
No.
Pube jar.
So just to recap, Aum Shinrikyo is a doomsday yoga cult set up by a man named Shoko Asahara. The cult uses Japanese pop culture to recruit brilliant scientists with an eye for the future. They had their own manga and anime video and a song, which is like insane.
You must post said song.
Wait, no, I'm going to play it now. Okay, so we'll edit that.
That balloon expense.
What did...
They stopped at nothing.
Describe what you saw.
Okay, so I saw 3 young-looking,
possibly young
grandparents.
We don't know.
3 grandmas.
They're either 14 or 50.
40.
Yeah, oh, yeah, 40 or 50
or 40,
or middle-aged. We don't know.
They were dancing. They had their arm. I will say they were on point. They were in sync.
They were very sharp.
Yeah, they were sharp with their movements. Many a balloon.
Not even like an arch.
No. They were just like
scattered
everywhere. Some with helium.
It looks like, oh wait, no, that's a print on it. I was like, it looks like some of them are like kind of deflated. But
is it like a backdrop?
I think that there's like some sort of print on the like a logo or something
on the balloon. They looked like they
looked very proud.
Yeah, exactly. They stood tall and strong. And they were happy to be there. It appeared.
It was very bizarre. It's a bizarre video.
It's wild.
I will post to it.
Yeah.
So
it's just random.
It is very random.
Yeah.
So there's the anime, there's the manga, there's that video. And like through the 90s, they're like gaining traction and loyal followers. They're doing business with Yamaguchi Gumi, which is like a Yakuza type group to help with funding, selling meth and LSD.
My God.
And mini incinerators for like getting rid of like
that they also
are just using. They were manufacturing their own meth and LSD, sarin and VX, which is a nerve agent. And sometime in the early 90s.
There's a chemist involved.
Oh, there's multiple.
That's insane. Like, that's
there's
crazy.
These
are intelligent
division.
people.
There's a technology division.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, it is wild. So sometime in the early 90s, Tokyo residents were, I didn't mention this in the last episode, just saved it for this one. But sometime in the early 90s, Tokyo residents were like super upset because they were like, we smell something that smells like burning meat. Like this, it smells really gross. Like it's like burning flesh. And the smell is coming from Aum Shinrikyo's Tokyo office, which was probably an incinerator situation. And then Asahara goes to meet with like a local leader there, and he's really like polite and apologetic, and he was like, oh yeah, we're doing some work, so what you're smelling is soybean oil and Chanel No. 5.
What the fuck? You're just gonna throw in the most beautiful scent in the world and compare that to meat?
Soybean oil and
Chanel No. 5. Coco de Chanel.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh,
sure.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
I know. In mid-1994, they released sarin around a Matsumoto apartment building in retaliation for the town opposing them building a headquarters there. The attack killed 8 people and injured dozens.
So, and at this point, still nobody is under the assumption that they're doing anything.
They're starting to gain suspicion.
Okay.
They were also murdering anyone who tried to leave or oppose their group and doing some like weird experimental shit. In 1994, one man who provided security for the group was told to drink a yellow liquid as initiation. He drank it.
He died.
No.
Oh, okay.
Woke up days later with no memory and had surgical incisions all over his skull.
Oh my God. So they were just practicing?
Well, he believes that they put electrodes in his head, which Aum Shinrikyo was like really into brain shit, like brain waves.
Oh, okay.
And so there was this doctor, his name, oh gosh, I'm usually pretty good with Japanese names.
This is going to be rough.
Ikuo Hayashi was a cardiovascular surgeon. I think it's like the more I see it, the more everything makes my brain go blank.
Yeah, your brain go blank. Honestly, it's not easy. It's not easy, all the names.
And I made the mistake of I Duolingo'd a little bit earlier today. And I think there's this matching game. I think that it makes my brain go...
Yeah. No, it's not easy. They're confusing. So.
I know. So, okay. Anyways, Ikuo Hayashi, he was a cardiovascular surgeon who did weird ass experiments for Aum. And he used electrode caps to try to wipe the memories of suspicious members. They also used it to punish members.
Oh my God.
They shocked people to the point where they forgot that they were even a part of the organization. They forgot their names. They forgot who Shoko Asahara even was.
And then so they're essentially relearning everything.
Their brains were just fried.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's fucking awful.
Just like as punishment.
Yeah.
Asahara also used these brain caps he would charge people. And they would put the cap on and it would download his enlightenment into
That's so good.
He charged like
download his
American
enlightenment
dollars.
like as if you're like transferring data.
Yeah. And like I'll post a picture of these hats. They look fucking stupid.
I bet.
Yeah. He was also charging money for his bath water and his hairs so people could make tea out of it.
His bath water?
And drink it.
That is fucking disgusting.
I know.
As a person who takes frequent baths, bathwater is disgusting.
And someone else's bathwater.
And you're drinking somebody else's bathwater.
And like
that's
his
disgusting.
weird hair.
Yeah.
Like his hair.
For the record, every time I take a bath, I take a shower afterwards. Let's be very clear. It's for the relaxing piece of it that I take a bath. It's disgusting though. It's like, I won't go into detail because what if it's not disgusting? Maybe I'm just nasty.
I don't know. Well, I don't have a bath. I can. I don't bathe because. Well, I mean, obviously I bathe. I don't take baths, but I have a hot tub.
Yeah,
which like kind of gives the same.
I honestly,
vibe.
if I had a hot tub, I would be in that thing every night.
Yeah,
maybe I need one.
Not in mosquito season though.
No.
Yeah, you should. We should all have hot tubs.
Yeah, but yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I could not imagine drinking someone else's bath water. Honestly, the bath water isn't as gross to me as the hair tea, but both are pretty gag worthy.
I think it's bath water for me because I think.
But then, because what if he's like, you either
balls are in that water?
Okay, you're right.
Yeah, it's bad.
You're right. I forgot.
That's all
I forgot about balls.
You forgot about balls. The balls of it alls.
Forgot about the balls of it alls. But also, I was like, what if they're, I mean, I know that they're not doing this. These people are probably like, yes, please, I will pay you for this hair and this bath water.
Give it to me.
But like, what if they're like, well, it's either that or you get strangled or VX'd.
Then give me all the bath water, I suppose. I don't want to die.
I don't want to die either, but like, this is like a lot of horrible.
It's all bad.
It is the worst would you rather that you've ever had to play.
It's all bad. Could you imagine? No, I would choose
hair
begrudgingly.
Tea.
Yeah, I would go hair
tea.
tea. Yeah. But you know what? Hair is so gross too sometimes.
I
like,
know.
you know, like they get really greasy
he
scalps.
Does not look like
and like
just his hair.
And like there's like flakes and like dandruff everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, I still better than ball water.
Yeah. I go here too. Here too. Final answer.
So Aum Shinrikyo believes that sometime around 1997, there's going to be the U.S. is going to attack Japan, and there will be a like nuclear event. So the closer it gets to 1997, the more brazen they get with trying to acquire this new technology to survive and help like bring about the end of the world. So in December of 1994, they sneak into Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, their compound in Hiroshima. Or Hiroshima.
Mitsubishi, like the car?
Yeah, but they also have like a division that is like Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, they design tanks and escort ships and power plants. Like they're not just
They do so much more. Division. We just only see cars over here. But
yeah. So what was I saying? Oh, yes. So MHI designs tanks, escort ships, power plants, and it was a gold mine of all these like classified military secrets of like all this technology. So they drive through the gates. They had acquired uniforms and IDs through someone who works there. Like there's a mole at their company. And they go in, they download as much as they can. They photocopied what they couldn't download, or they just
straight out of the movies. This part is straight out.
It was so easy to get in and out undetected that they went back 2 more times.
That is terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have it's probably huge. Not one person probably knows everybody that works there. So I'm sure they were able to get away with it.
Yeah. It was super easy. Asahara used this info, like all this info that they got, to try to develop a death ray. Like
when I think death ray,
I
think a beam and death.
Yeah, you're correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is what he wanted to make. He had already been experimenting with lasers, but they were like non-lethal lasers.
Yeah. He's like, let's try
but that was something that was like on his like checklist of like things that he was like, I really want that death ray.
It's like robots and death ray.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
I know. So in early 1995, it was reported that they had found elements of sarin gas near the ground, like on the ground near the Aum Shinrikyo facilities in Yamanashi Prefecture, linking the cult to the 1994 attack in Matsumoto. Asahara was tipped off that Aum's facilities would be raided. However, the Kobe earthquake hit and the police were distracted helping with the relief efforts. But the public wasn't letting up. So they just lightly bombed their own building to be like, oh, no.
We would never, like, look, we're being attacked too.
Someone got us.
Oh, my God. That's cheap.
I know.
But I get it.
And no one really cared.
No.
At all. They were like,
seems fake.
It didn't hit the way they wanted to. So in a desperate move to divert attention, Asahara orders a larger scale attack. On Monday, March 20th, 1995, thousands of people got onto the Tokyo Metro for their morning commute.
Oh, God.
5 members of Aum Shinrikyo boarded their designated cars, each with a package of sarin. This batch wasn't as pure as the last batch, but it would still prove to be effective. They had umbrellas with sharpened tips. They dropped the packages on the floor, punctured the packets with the tips of the umbrellas, and then got off the trains.
Oh, my God.
Slowly, the sarin leaked out.
Fucking savage.
Mm-hmm. And there was, like, different lines. So, like, it was not just one line. It wasn't like they all got on one stop at different cars. It was, like, different lines across the city. So slowly the sarin leaks out, and the initial symptoms following the exposure to sarin are a runny nose, tightness in chest, constriction of the pupils, and soon after the person will have difficulty breathing. They will experience nausea, drooling, and they continue to lose control of bodily functions.
They turn into blobs.
Is followed by twitching and jerking. Ultimately, the person becomes comatose and suffocates in a series of convulsive spasms. Commuters on the train were experiencing all different stages of symptoms depending on how close they were to the actual package and, you know, like any other like kind of like comorbidities. Commuters on the trains were I just said that. One victim said that she was feeling sick. She was feeling sick before she even got on the train. And so she started to feel a little bit sick and had a coughing fit that she thought was like, oh, I must have been sicker than I thought. And she was so embarrassed that she forgot to cover her mouth. This is such a so she was like looking down. She like looks down because she's like, oh my God, I didn't cover my mouth. This is so embarrassing.
Shame.
I'm gonna look up. People are gonna be like giving me the look. And she looks up and everyone
is coughing.
Everyone is coughing. No one is covering their mouths. And she was like, oh, that's weird. And then slowly it starts to come back. And she's like, oh my God, I can't breathe. It gets more intense. And once the train stops, commuters just pour out looking for fresh air.
Oh, that is so sad.
And scary because it all hit at the same time in different areas of Tokyo.
Right.
So there were 14 fatalities, 54 critically injured, 980 ended up being affected.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Which is
nuts. That's the biggest number.
Aum Shinrikyo was immediately suspected.
Well, fuck yeah.
Yeah. They were like, we know exactly who did this.
And honestly, they're like, what is it called? Sarin? Yeah.
Yeah.
Keeps being used.
Mm-hmm.
Shit like this keeps happening. That is insane. That's so sad. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking scary.
14 people have died.
14 people.
But 900. It could have been so much worse. I mean, 14 sucks.
Yeah, because this batch wasn't like a very pure batch. Yeah. It was like, it wasn't a very good one. And they said that if they would have gotten it right, it would have been
way worse.
It would have been way worse.
So thank God it was a shit batch.
Yeah. So the police conducted simultaneous raids that produced a shit ton of evidence. They found a Russian military-grade helicopter,
They found a helicopter.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Military grade, which is like not like your like average undetectable. Yeah. They found multiple bioweapon labs, a weapons manufacturing facility, a safe containing millions of US dollars in cash and gold, cells containing actual prisoners.
Oh my God. Could you imagine getting stumbled on and like discovered you were in prison and then it gets raided and you finally get for like that's so crazy.
Yeah. One compound, they found 50 people in an advanced state of malnutrition and dehydration, some barely conscious, and the followers all refused medical attention and refused to leave the compound.
Why? They're finally being saved.
Not to them.
Jesus Christ. That's wild to me.
I know. So quickly, Aum Shinrikyo is falling apart. On April 15th, 1995, Aum's chief scientist, I think his name is Hideo Morai? I don't know. Anyway, I'll find out.
Yeah.
I'll find out eventually. He was one of the perpetrators of the Sakamoto family murders and an organizer of both sarin attacks. He was giving an interview.
Did he turn himself in over it, or how did this go down?
He was like doing PR, and he was in front of like cameras and about 100 people, and he was stabbed to death in front of everybody.
Oh my God!
Yeah, apparently the man responsible, he didn't try to flee, but apparently someone from like one of those like gangs, one of the like Yakuza type gangs. They had put a hit out on all Aum Shinrikyo leadership because they were worried about the connection to the organization would be uncovered.
Oh my God. Savage. Yeah, okay.
This
is the world you live in.
And this is why I don't know how to pronounce his name, is because I wouldn't watch any of the videos because it was shot live. It's hard to find a video about him that doesn't have that footage, and I did not want to see that.
No, because
so I was like, I'll just get it wrong.
Yeah, that's fine. Small price to pay.
Yeah. So in May, a burning paper bag was discovered in a toilet at Tokyo's Shinjuku station, and it turned out to be a hydrogen cyanide device, which, had it not been extinguished in time, would have released enough gas in the ventilation system to kill potentially 10,000 commuters.
What?
Mm-hmm.
How did it get discovered and put out in time?
A cleaner.
Oh my God. That is so crazy.
Yeah.
This cleaner saved that many people.
Yeah.
So nobody died.
It was found.
Fucking A.
I know.
This is Yeah, this is some scary shit.
This is some wild one. This is a wild one. May 16th, 1995, Shoko Asahara was found hiding in the wall of one of Aum Shinrikyo's buildings.
In the wall?
In the wall, surrounded by all of his jars of pubes.
That's so gross. That's so gross.
And wearing one of those like dorky electro those hats.
Oh my God.
Surrounded by the jars of pubes.
Surrounded by
He was like,
comforted by his jars of pubes.
I need comfort. It's not going to be food or water.
No.
It's going to be pubes.
Pube jars.
Little pube jars. You couldn't even like cuddle them. But they're like, because they're just all these little middle, they, you know, like, you know, in the dollar section of Target, the like what the glitter comes in?
Yes.
Those little like you put a little cork, it looks like a little potion.
Yeah. Is that what they looked like?
I think so. I don't know, but
when I think jars, I'm thinking those ball jars, like those. My hands are so swollen.
What, like this?
Yeah. Hands are swollen.
This is really big for one pube.
I know, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, that's ridiculous. That's overkill. That's some overkill.
Ounces.
I'm literally thinking the ball jars.
I would think it would be like a little half-ounce jar. I mean, I don't know. His reasoning is not sound.
And there's not much reasoning to be found.
No, there's not. His reasoning doesn't really make much sense.
No.
So maybe there's 16-ounce ball jars per
Those
one
huge
pube.
Ones. Yeah.
That's a waste. Maybe he really wanted to highlight
He's like, it's grand.
It's grand.
It's grand.
You're housed in this grand
pube.
jar.
Yeah. Oh my God, he was found in the wall.
In the wall with his pube jars.
With his pube jars.
And his little fucking weird hat.
And then?
He was charged with 23 counts of murder. The same day, the cult mailed a parcel bomb to the governor of Tokyo. It exploded and injured his secretary.
Oh.
I know. She lost his fingers.
That's sad.
It is sad. There's like a lot. This
guy is fucking. Honestly, this is like the scariest for me. It reminds me of I'm gonna fuck this up real bad. It's I think his name is Tim.
The Unabomber?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It does reek of Unabomber.
Yeah. Because you just never know when it's coming. You don't these people are just going and doing their regular.
Well, they are like super highly watched now.
Yeah.
Like
I bet.
super highly watched. So the cult keeps culting.
The cult is still culting?
Well, no. This is the 90s.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Back into the 90s.
Okay.
We're in the 90s.
I'm 9.
They're culting still. The June after Asahara is caught, there is a copycat who had no affiliation with them, but he was like, I'm from Aum Shinrikyo, and I have sand on this plane. Yeah, and he had jack shit. But they did find, in July, the next month, they did find several more undetonated, those cyanide devices in the Tokyo subways.
That is so fucking
But
scary.
they were all, none of them went.
None of them were,
none of them went off. They were all bad. But that definitely was them.
But it was them.
It was them. So after his arrest, Asahara refused to communicate with lawyers and visitors, including his family. The trial took 7 years and was deemed the trial of the century. He was found guilty on only 13 of the seven. He was found guilty on 13 of 17 charges. I don't know what happened. I think they dropped the last couple.
You don't think they dropped the family?
The Sakamotos? No, they dropped 4. So that would
only be 3.
That would only be 3. So I think that they might have dropped. I have no idea.
Yeah,
exactly how.
Yeah, we were speculating for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely speculation.
Yeah,
but they did drop some charges. His defense tried to appeal. The soju's hitting harder than I thought.
I'm gonna say your cheeks
are really red.
Just in this moment, it happened.
Just in this moment?
Just in this moment, it happened.
I felt it when I said Abil.
And then it flushed.
Uh-huh.
It happened right in front of my very eyes.
That's funny. So his defense tried to appeal the conviction, saying that he was mentally unfit, but he was communicating with the staff where he was being held. So the appeal was rejected.
Yeah. I mean, he's certainly fucked up, but he's making these decisions with enough where, we can't.
No, yeah, he's smart enough to know what to try to play. On July 6, 2018, Asahara and 6 other members of Aum Shinrikyo were executed by hanging.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Japan gets down like that.
They don't usually, but this was a special set of circumstances.
Whoa.
Yeah. 20 days later, 6 more were executed. So they got rid of 13 of the leadership. The organization still exists today, and it's considered a terrorist organization, but it goes by the name Aleph, and they are under they're watched like a hawk, like super surveillance.
Yeah.
And
after all this, like, what's the point of even continuing?
Like even the way it's kind of weird. I didn't know how it worked, but apparently you can say, hey, I'd like to be taken off of this terrorist list. And they could be like, we'll review that. No. And then a judge can be like, we're going to extend this for another, because they'll be like, we're going to watch you for 5 years.
Yeah, you don't get to just be removed because you feel like being removed.
Yeah, and then
the audacity.
They'll be like, you know what? We're going to watch you for another 3 years. So they tell you that they're watching you.
They should be forever watched.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, that is the story of Shoko Asahara and his weird pube jar and the terrible terrorist attacks shit that he did. Wild.
Yeah. I kind of, I don't love when people die, but when bad people die, I'm kind of okay with it.
Yeah.
Cut the scum out.
Yeah. Huh. I mean, I feel like, because I was thinking about it, because he, I think, still very much had a lot of influence. And even after he was executed, there was this kind of whole issue with his like ashes where they kept his ashes and the state or the government kept his ashes because they were like, if they gave it back to like,
we don't want them to
don't want them to enshrine it,
right?
Let it become
like
this,
give them something like to
yeah,
celebrate or whatever. How did they find the bodies though?
Someone had confessed to it after they were arrested. One of the other members,
one of the bad guys, who probably was hung,
who's dead now for sure.
Yeah, that is so
for
crazy.
Sure. I know.
Yeah, that's yuck.
I know, but that was a wild one because I definitely thought it was going to be like, like a one-off episode, and it was going to be like, and I had like the research was like so deep. It was so hard
because it's like that was a lot.
It was a lot.
He did a lot.
I didn't even cover everything, and I didn't delve into some of the more.
That would have been like a 3-parter, 4-parter.
There were some side quests there that I definitely had researched and chose not
and had to pivot back
because it was kind of, it was getting to be too much, and it's like a lot of the like, I don't know, man.
I mean, he really like did so much.
Oh my God, I forgot to show you. One of the things that he was so famous for was one of these pictures.
I can't wait.
Hold on. I've got to find it. So what he got famous for is this picture of him sitting in lotus pose, and I'm sending it to you.
Okay, I'm like,
is this picture of him, quote, floating in lotus pose.
Okay.
So I just sent it to you.
I see it. It's loading. What is it? His face! I can't with his face right now.
He looks like he's shitting himself.
He literally does. He looks like he's sticking his, oh my God, his face out of like the window going 90 miles an hour. It looks like he has like, he is the most constipated. And he is pushing like he's gonna have like hemorrhoids. Oh my God.
That was like one of the things.
An unedited photo of Japanese cult leader Shoko Asahara levitating.
Is that
he
not
would show
the
this
most
to his followers to prove how enlightened he was, attracting
like
thousands of members.
That makes him super famous in Japan. But also, here is part of the anime. Wait, can you see it?
You know what he probably did?
I know exactly what he did.
He probably was sitting there, and then he popped himself up, had somebody snap a picture.
Wait, hold on. Where is it?
What in the Fantasia is happening?
Oh, sorry.
Over there?
This is the anime, but it's a central tenet of his.
Exactly. That's exactly what I envisioned him doing.
Yeah. That's part of his like. You can bounce like this too.
That is so fucking funny. You could be a fake just like me.
You could be a fake just like me. Just learn how to jump on your butthole.
Literally.
He literally looks
that
like
is
he's wearing,
so
like
funny.
He is a baby.
He does not look very enlightened.
And he is constipated and he's really working something in the corner.
Yeah. Honestly, so much effort.
Mm-hmm. It's like toddler poop face.
Yeah.
You know,
I guarantee
he just
on
like, and you know what they're doing. And they're like,
they find a corner.
Yeah.
That used to be Rocky. He'd find a corner and be like, so funny. Oh my God.
Crazy.
No, it's so good.
The weird factor, I got sidetracked on a lot of weird factor.
I feel like there is just so much. Like, I have so many questions. Like,
why the big masks?
And then he just starts off in such a way. All the while, we're forgetting he's partially blind. Like, I am at least. No, like, he did so much. It's crazy how much he accomplished. How many bad things he accomplished.
Imagine what he could have done if
he was a good guy. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It sucks that he sucks because otherwise he could have really gone on to do a lot of cool things. Just channel that effort differently. But no, he's just pube jarring and that's fine.
Yeah. Just pube jarring.
Pube jarring.
Fucking so gross. Okay. Let's wrap it up. What should we call this one? I have no more. I feel like
pube jar went too far.
Pube jar part 2.
Yeah, pube jar too far.
Pube jar too far.
Pube jar.
Can't even get away from the pube
to the end. Yeah, that's how he was found.
These are a few of my favorite things. Lots of pube jars. Even more pube jars.
That's so good. That's just more and more pube jars.
Okay. All right. That is it. What was I gonna say? Oh, if you want to hear an unedited version of this that's longer and has more dumb shit, follow us at patreon.com/spirituallyfucked. And if you don't want to do that, you could still follow us on Instagram at spirituallyeffedpodcast. Also, leave us a review.
Please.
We'll shout you out.
Yeah.
I mean, also 5 stars, but like, also review too.
Also reviews. I honestly am interested. I want to know.
No, only nice things. 5 stars only.
My fickle heart could not handle anything other than...
I'll be thinking about a 4-star until the day I die.
Yeah.
Anything below that would kill me.
And so don't do that.
I'm inviting.
Yeah. So don't do that. So we don't die and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to keep doing this.
Bye.
Bye.
Pube jars.
Pube jars. Oh my God.